Oh, good, you're here. Welcome back to Skyrim Survival Adventure, episode 102. Yeah. They're immune. They're not immune to paralysis? Oh. I thought they were immune to paralysis, but I guess they're just immune to ash shell? Yeah, my thrall is totally going to waste all the charges of that stuff. Not to mention get me killed when it hits me in the back with it.
Should have known she wouldn't wait for me. I'll gut that filthy farmer when I see him.
You know what that means?
Told him and just that.
Having some acid reflux here. Ooh, immolator. Let me soul trap that. Oh, there. Blends in quite well with the
Damn wizards. Not good enough for your precious college.
Ooh. Huh. Stop wasting those charges. Oh, I actually hit it.
Lord, girl, a pair of gold. They called her fair. She called me bold. I've almost got enough. Just one more.
And as per tradition, I forgot to start the stopwatch until now.
Those Dragonars. The fool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of him. It's too chatty. I know there was a time I found that kind of endearing. But him talking over me like that, that's annoying.
She was real surprised when I pulled that knife from my boot. Ale and mead is the only advice a sailor heed. Captain promised me a life of adventure on the hot seas. Instead, I'm stuck on this cesspit of an island.
All the ingredients needed to make Elsewhere fondue in one convenient location.
I ain't going back to prison. Rather die.
He is paralyzed. You don't need to re-paralyze him. Are you hitting me? Am I hurt? No. Ildari's journal. Day 32. It's been almost a month since unearthing the crypt at Fort Frostmoth, and I haven't seen a single spark of life in the general's remains. Grafting the Heartstone to the subject is proving much more difficult than I originally anticipated. I've used almost every method I can think of, and still there's no sign of reanimation. At this rate, it could be years before I make any progress, which is time that I just can't afford right now. If my vengeance is to come to fruition, I need results. If not, I may need to resort to more drastic measures. Day 47. It finally appears that I'm making some progress. After my latest experiment, General Carius's eyes briefly opened and then moved his arms. It lasted for less than a few moments, but it's the first sign of progress I've seen since I arrived here. A few of my assistants were insisting that I was imagining things, but I dismissed them for their insolence. They won't be bothering anyone ever again. Day 55. General Carius awoke fully today. He bolted upright after my incantations and began staggering around like a blind man. He seemed to ignore my commands. In fact, hearing my voice seemed to increase his hostility. I was able to remove the Heartstone before he became violent. But this isn't a result that I expected. Even though he's able to be awakened, I feel as though the real work has just begun. Day 59. The General is still unable or unwilling to listen to my commands. He's acting increasingly paranoid and appears to have his own free will. He's convinced that I am a spy or the enemy, and I've had to restrain him to prevent him from outright attacking me. This is becoming intolerable. I'm beginning to wonder if someone with a Heartstone can be commanded at all. If my experience with general carriers fail, I may have to resort to self-experimentation, something I've been avoiding for a long time.
Ale and mead, is the only advice a sailor heeds.
A holy Daedric sword. Now I've heard everything.
Captain promised me a life of adventure on the high seas. Instead, I'm stuck on this cesspit of an island. Should have known she wouldn't wait for me. I'll gut that farmer when I see him.
I seem to remember there being some goodies hidden around here, but it might be on the other wing.
I'll pay off me bounty this time. Walking the Raven, a free man. No girl with hair of gold, they called her fair, she called me bold. Just one more bottle.
That was not the way I remembered it. What was it?
I ain't going back to prison. Rather die of the ash.
Ah, I think that's the stuff. Maybe?
Retire someday. Get myself a place on the mainland.
That ship has sailed a long time ago. Anyway, now that I have the key, I can enter the main tower. Or really through here.
She was real surprised when I pulled that knife from my boot.
Oh, there he is, but there's also our spawn. Making a proper save just so, in case I need to come back to take a screenshot. Which I'm probably going to have to. Yeah, this guy is just too dangerous.
I've failed.
Numerous of my characters have been one-shot by him.
I've almost got enough. Just need one good all.
I think that'll do.
I ain't going back to prison. Rather die in the ash.
Thought there were supposed to be a couple of ash spawn here as well. There are. I just haven't emerged.
He bluffed when he rode Dragon Hall. The fool.
Are there any more?
Thus.
Yep, there's one. It's already paralyzed.
I'm gonna blade you.
And you don't have the stability perk, so your paralysis wears off before mine does. Sometimes the AI is a complete and utter idiot. And other times they're almost supernaturally good, like enemies blocking with ward spells. And using turn undead spells because they magically know whether the enemy is of a level that can be affected.
Oh, just one more bottle. Maybe a second one to get to sleep.
Where was this ladder? There. Was there a chest too? Guess not. Oh, I haven't been up
Damn
to...
wizards. Not good enough for your precious Colin J.
up there. I think I bypassed a large portion of this. Can I make this?
Ruled. Now cast.
Yes. Pretty sure there are ash spawn lurking here too.
should go back to picking pockets in Windhelm. Easy money. There's chance of an axe in your skull.
Okay, that wasn't much I missed out on.
Captain promised me a life of adventure on high seas. Instead, I'm stuck on this. Spit of a thing.
Okay, I think that's about it.
He's got.
Okay, Hrodulf's house is the other way. I could have just left in that bed right there, but...
Told him and just hand it over.
Where can I find Captain Veleth?
The idle mind sleeps.
The master calls.
Squatting isn't tolerated in the abandoned buildings. If you need a place to stay, head to the corner club.
She was real surprised when I pulled that
Oh
knife
no,
from my
that's
boot.
for the pickaxe.
Milor over at the Ienth farm should be still mixing potions if you're seeking that sort of thing. Far west end.
What news do you bring from Fort Frostmoth?
I killed General Carius. He was undead.
I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Carius's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock.
He'll no longer send that spawn to Raven Rock.
Councillor Morvain told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Carius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful.
Picking pockets in Windhelm.
10,000! Thank you. Did you need something from me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but Second Councilor Arano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent.
Did he say what it was about?
All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the ash spawn. Please, go speak to the Second Councilor as soon as possible. I'm sorry. I've already said too much. Talk to Second Councilor Arano if you're willing to help us.
Keep your distance. You lost?
I don't know. Maybe? Yeah, it's not in here.
Keep your...
Alright, he's over working on the stone, isn't he?
Thank you for coming.
Oh,
After everything you've already done for Raven Rock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed.
you have plot protection from working on the stone right now. He's in danger of being killed? How?
The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head.
Then why didn't you just take it off? Why would the Ulans want him dead?
It's a private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions.
He ordered the execution. It's on his head, not yours.
Now that's just ridiculous. As Second Councilor, it's my responsibility to protect Councillor Morvain from harm. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that.
So you feel an attack on the councillor is imminent?
I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's House Lalu, already in Raven Rock.
Okay, then why haven't you acted on the information?
Raven Rock is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing.
Not fair, but they always take for good stuff.
How can I help?
I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me.
Where do I begin?
I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Raven Rock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner
Get
Club.
myself a place on the
He
main.
provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes.
You mentioned your sources.
I maintain a few contacts in other Dunmer settlements across Tamriel.
I ain't going back to
Most
prison.
hail from House Redoran,
Brother
but there are a
Dog
few
Yash.
from other houses.
Why don't you ask them to investigate?
Most of my contacts live leagues away from Solstein. Sending the occasional message back and forth is all we can manage, and sometimes takes months or more to arrive. However, any information we can glean in times like this, I consider vital to House Redoran's survival.
Like tramp.
Don't worry.
Wouldn't you
can
shut
trust
up?
Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
If you intend to wander...
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips.
Adriel Arano said you might be able to help me.
Well, well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Did he listen? Azura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulins for years now.
You think he's mistaken?
No. I just think he's going about this the wrong way.
You have a better idea.
Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you.
How do I get them to do that?
There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for.
Why haven't you told Adriel about this?
What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redoran Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up.
Thanks for the tip.
You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up.
Why did Councilor Morvain execute an Ulan?
Back in 95, Vila Ulin came to Raven Rock with a plan to take over our town. The Fetcher thought he could stir up the locals and use them against the Redoran Guard, and then murder Councilor Morvain when we weren't looking.
Wheeler did this alone?
He arrived alone, but spread enough coin around to start changing people's minds. Half the bloody town joined his side. Can you believe that?
How did Wheeler get caught?
He underestimated the Redoran Guard. They were organized and brought a swift end to the coup. Vila tried to run, but he was caught by Captain Veleth himself. Vila Ulan was executed a short time later, and his remains placed in the Ulan ancestral tomb. Bounty this time. Walking the Raven Rock, a free man.
Have you heard any rumors lately?
Coast has been dangerous lately. Lot of reavers about. I've heard they're searching for the treasure of Acnir Deathbrand, the Pirate King. I ain't going back to prison.
Anything else?
The Redoran Guard have spotted a pack of werewolves in the mountains. The hunters up on Frostmoon Crag might know more.
Anything else?
Nothing specific, but I'm hearing rumblings of assassins living amongst us. I think they intend to target Councilor Morvain, but I can't be certain.
And that's it?
Haven't heard anything lately, but check back with me. You never know. Watch yourself out there. Looks like an ash storm.
With the Ashspawn threat taken care of, I can give my men the rest they deserve. Well done, friend. Thank you
Just
for your
one more
assistance.
bottle.
It's raised
I
my
need a
men's
second
spirits
one.
quite
Get
a
to
bit.
sleep.
Okay, I need you to be dead for a bit. You can go away. Just wait inside. Let's see. I think I need to actually wait like so. Maybe wait for her to leave again. Or sneak out past her. That's not going to be possible with this guy with me. Let's see how well that goes.
Ale and mead is the only advice a sailor heeds.
Well, she did see me for a second, but I think I'm clear. Who am I supposed to talk to? Adriel? I see in here.
Can I help you?
Yes.
I hope Gelders proved useful. Have you made any progress?
Yeah, Tilasu Severin was in the tomb.
Telesu. Are you sure?
I saw her in the tomb.
So Gelders' plan worked, eh? Every time we
May I have
tried
a word
it, no
with
one
you,
would ever show
Councillor?
up. If Telesu's involved in any
Oh,
sort of
shut
plot to
up,
harm
people!
Councillor Morvain,
Concerned about our food stores.
I'm going to need
Darren
hard
can only
evidence to
carry
prove
so
it.
much on each journey, and I'm afraid we might run out.
So go search their house.
I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away.
Kill for
I
a
can't
decent
afford for that
mead.
to happen.
Not fair that they always take for good stuff.
What if they try to stop me?
If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it.
Your eyes, she
Good luck.
says. Lying tramp.
Be careful. If the Severins have betrayed us, then they'll be well armed.
Keep your distance.
I absolutely
I knew it.
can't handle it when... Oops. I did not mean to get hit by that. I'm gonna need a boost.
I'm gonna blade you.
did it go?
Yarva, guide me. You can't hide from me.
Oh, did it crash land up there? I think it's glitched. Ooh, Oh, it's you.
Your guys have no place here.
Secrets. They're in my head.
Yeah,
They're in my head.
good luck with that.
Mogul, care for anything from my stand today?
Ash yams. Disgusting. I'd rather eat cheese that's been sitting in the sun.
That
for-
spell look. Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Get the coin, I promise.
I have stuff on.
Remember, I have plenty of potions and ingredients if you're ever in the market.
Okay, that's long enough for an episode, so next episode, trying to sneak in there. And I will see you soon.